Hello, hello. How's everybody tonight? Say hello in the chat if you're here. Oh, my hair is wild today. I like it wild, but it's real wild. It's getting really long. Tonight we're going to welcome back to the Yellow Studio Live. Tonight we are going to design a print-on-demand knit sweater. I'm really excited about this. I haven't designed one yet. They came out a few months ago. Hi, Jill. They came out a few months ago, and I have been dying to design one ever since. I will probably order this if it comes out cute. I'll order it. If it doesn't, I'll make another one and I'll order it so I can do a review for you guys and let you know how they work out. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to share my whole screen this time. That way we can see the whole process. Okay. Oh, that's very interesting. All right. Let's go. First, I want to go to my files and oops, I don't want that. I want the window I'm in. New tab. There we go. Hello. That is pretty wild. Okay, I'm just gonna make that a little bit smaller. So I want to go first to my art, and my art is my eyeball stack. I've been obsessed with eyeballs being on all of my art lately. It's been like a theme, and when the theme has eyeballs in it for the Yellow Muse challenge, I get really excited because I'm like, oh good, there's going to be eyeballs. So I drew an illustration of eyeballs, different kinds of eyeballs, different styles in a stack, of course, because that's what I do with my illustrations. I stack everything. So we're going to open that first, and I'm going to choose which eyeball to use for the sweater. Oh, interesting that it went back to that. Okay. So I think probably this bottom one, because it's the most elaborate and it's so has so much detail, but I need to see how many colors it is. So I was checking it out today, the sweaters this morning. I was taking a look, and you have to have 4 or less colors. So if it's a photo or an AI art, it's going to reduce it to 4 colors. So the more limited the color palette is, the better it's going to translate to a knit sweater than if it's, all the colors of the rainbow. Very high contrast, graphic style images are going to work the best. So I think I want to use this eyeball, but you know what? Now that I've said that, let me go here and show you. We're going to do this in Printful. That is my favorite print on demand, is Printful. I love everything they make. I haven't gotten anything I don't like from them yet. I want to see if I can kind of separate this out. I'll just come back for comments in a bit. Okay, so you want to go to Printful, and what I wanted to do is show you. Oh, we're going to go to the product catalog. They have new all over print cotton items. I'm really excited about those too. Okay, so I'm going to go to women's clothing, and I'm going to go to knitwear, and they have a cardigan and a classic crew neck. I'm going to do the classic crew neck. I love a good cardigan too, but I want it to be hit my waist, not hit down at the hip for me, because I wear little dresses, and then I want the cardigan to crop. I want the regular sweater to crop off at waist height instead of hip height. Okay, so these are some examples of the ones that they put here in design. So cute. This is just showing you what the stitching looks like, what the hems look like. It looks really nice. I'm very excited to design one and order one so we can see what it looks like. There is a video, and that's what I wanted to watch to show you guys. Oh, where's that at? In the file guidelines. Okay, so here's some tips that they gave. Avoid low contrast colors. See how this image on the left has low contrast? They added more contrast so that the whites were whiter, and then that made it show more in the knit garment. Again, here, colors that are too similar end up just kind of blending together in a knit garment. So you want as much contrast as possible. This is showing what a very colorful image would turn out like in the knit product. See how it reduced it down to sort of a sepia tone almost. So the fewer colors, the better. This is another image that wouldn't work well. Then this is it with index colors. They say to avoid stray pixels, so make sure your art is all cleaned up around. Now, mine is going to be fine because it's a vector image, so I'm not going to have any stray pixels or anything. I'm just going to have the graphic that I designed. Now, here's the part where I'm not sure how it's going to work until we get working on it. Is it says design for and that's what you want to do on every Printful product. Well, not every Printful product, every all over print product. Typically, they let you just design it once and then they adjust the measurements when they're making the garment. For the knit sweater, they give you the option to design all the different sizes, but I think we're going to design it straight in the website and see how that works first, and then see if we need to go back to those templates or not. So let's watch this video real quick. It's just a quick couple minutes. Oh, 10 minutes. I just want to show you the very beginning. Well, yeah, the beginning part where she shows how to design it. I have a referral link if you want to sign up for Printful. Hang on for a minute and I'll post the referral link in the comments. It just gives me credits and it gives you credits too, I believe. Okay, so this is what I'm very excited about, is that we can design every little bit of the sweater. We can design, oh, let's just stop sharing screen. We can design the collar, we can design the cuffs and the hem at the bottom. So it's going to be really fun. I'm really exciting. Um, Jessica says she can you hear me, or could you not hear the video? Are we supposed to hear something besides you? Oh yeah, her video. That's interesting that you couldn't hear her video. Um, Interesting. I am so sorry about that. She was basically saying that knit sweaters are one of Printful's newer things, and it lets you fully customize the garment, and it takes your design and knits it into the fabric, as opposed to other print on demand where it's printed on top via sublimation. This will be actually knitted in. You'll see it from the front and the back, the inside and the out of the sweater. Oh, thank you, Jillian. I keep playing with it because it's wild today. Okay, so oh no, I'm not wearing one yet. I haven't ordered one yet. I'm wearing one from Cider. I love oh, it's embroidered. This is embroidered on the sleeves, and it's actually embroidered down at the bottom too. Yes, so people will be knitting my design into the sweater. So I'm really excited. Okay, let me share screen again. I'm going to go back to entire screen, get the, that's really funny. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it just is cracking me up. Okay, so we're back in Printful. We're at the product. I need to go back to my design and choose, let me get rid of that, and choose the eyeball that I want. I'm going to go with this bottom eyeball because I just really like that eyeball. I think, oh, it's not. Okay, so the background is locked, but this is not grouped yet. So I'm just going to pull it to the side and make sure I got it all. I did. I'm going to group that, and I'm going to go to a new file. And I like to work in 40 by 30 inches for print on demand. It's probably too big for most products, but when you have a vector design, you can go as large as you want, and the files tend to save on the smaller side anyway, so it doesn't hurt to go nice and big. And then that way, if I decide I want the eyeball like all the way across the sweater, I could put it all the way across and it would still be big enough, a big enough file to print nicely. But we're not printing, we're knitting. This is new. It's going to be fun. Okay, so I'm still going to do 40 by 30 inches just because that's what I usually do. Now, I'm not going to give this any background color because I want to choose the background color from Printful's color thread colors that they have available. So I'm going to Command C to copy the eyeball and Command V. And we can see it's quite small for a 30 by 40 frame. So I'm going to make it bigger. I'm actually going to make two files now that I think about it. I'm going to make this one. I guess we might as well go all the way. Okay, so I'm going to. I'm going to call this eye number 1. Put this in here. I want to keep it all together. Okay. So I'm going to call this eyeball 1. And then I'm going to export it as a PNG so it doesn't have a background. with a transparent background. And then I want to do one more file with a pattern of them, just in case creating a pattern of them on the website in the app is going to be cumbersome. So just in case, we're going to Command C, Command V. And now I'm not sure how big I would want them. We're just going to play around. And I'm doing Option, click, drag to make a copy and move it to another place. And I'm just doing this kind of freehand. Want them to be a little bit, not perfectly always lined up, if that makes sense. How funny. I couldn't believe you couldn't hear that lady. YouTube has the share screen automatically have sound, but maybe it's because I shared my entire screen. It didn't already automatically have sound. Okay, so I'm going to do, just like to eyeball it so it's perfectly imperfect. Okay, let's try this. So I'm going to save this one as eyeball one pattern. And then I'll also save it as a PNG. Export as a PNG. And this is a really simple way to make a pattern, is to just freehand it like this. Now, if I wanted these to be smaller, I could take all of these and group them by pressing Command G. And then I could do a new document, 40 by 30 inches. And then Command V. Oops, we still have, I didn't copy. Command C, Command V. Now, if I press the Shift key and click here and drag, it will keep the proportions exact. Now, it's kind of maddening because in Photoshop, you don't hold the Shift key anymore to keep the proportions the same, but in Illustrator, you still do. So I'm just making them smaller. In fact, this might be a good idea because the other ones might be too large. We will see. Now I'm going to take these. Now I have these tiny eyeballs. If I go to my color swatch, okay, so I'm going to open my swatches over here on the side. And, oh, I guess that's fine. Where's that? And I'm going to drag the eyeballs. It's grouped. It's all together. I'm going to drag it into the swatches. It's going to add it as a swatch. See this tiny little white square with pattern on it? That is the new swatch. It's a color swatch now. I'm going to click that and go here to rectangle tool. And it's going to fill the rectangle with that color swatch, which is my pattern. Like that. Voila. Okay, so then I'm going to save this one. One pattern, small. That one's a little dizzying. I'd probably finesse it a little bit. I'm not sure how I like how some of them are lining up, but for the experiment, I'm fine with it. I have a feeling I want them larger, but we shall see. And we've got a rainbow wheel. Let's see if there are any questions. So, thank you, Jill, for saying the eyeballs are rad. No worries, Vesica. Enjoy your meeting. Have a great evening. I'm cutting in and out. Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot of eyeballs. Am I still cutting in and out? I wonder if I need to give it a little more volume. Let me know in a minute if I'm still cutting in. I don't know why this is rainbow wheeling. I'm going to force quit. Oh, there it goes. I dared it to stop and it did. Although now it's still rainbow wheeling. So we shall see. Maybe the file is just really, really large because I made so many eyeballs on it. Maybe. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't want to wait for this. I'm going to force quit. Okay. And I'm going to open up. Did we get? Yeah, it didn't save it. That's okay. We have our pattern. Okay, so we have our pattern and we have our single eyeball. And to, gosh, it keeps going back to my mid-journey. Can I go to the one I want? Now, oh, good. I turned up my amp just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to say create product template. And I have all sizes. It's interesting how they have 3 extra small through 3 extra large. The great thing about this is A, it included plus size. That always makes me happy. And they have all the way down to 3X extra small, which means that children could fit in those sizes. Because usually like an extra small fits, I think like an 8 to 10-year-old, depending on their size. And then a 2 extra small should fit an even smaller child, and a 3 extra small should fit even a smaller child. So it's kind of a fun way to be able to offer them in kids' sizes if you compare the dimensions to children's clothing and get it just right. So now I'm going to, up here in the top left corner, I'm going to change the name of this to eyeball 1. Yeah, that's fine for now. Eyeball 1. That's fine. Okay, so now I'm going to upload the file. And I want to go to my illustration art. And I'm going to go to the stacks. See, there's just any stacks. And then I'm going to pull open this. And I'm going to save. I'm just going to drag it into the screen. And it's going to upload it. And I'm going to drag in the pattern too, just so we have it here. And it's going to say upload it. It uploads pretty quick, especially if you have vectors. Now it'll take a little bit longer if you have AI art that you're working with that's a high resolution, which you want, you want it to print nice. Okay, so let's start with just the big eye and see what happens. So it wants to change my yarn colors because it doesn't have the exact colors I have, which is okay. It looks kind of cool, huge on the sweater, but it's not quite what I was picturing. That's okay. I want to choose colors now first. Let me look at my original file again. Oh yeah, so it's like a blue-green with black and cream and white. Okay, so I want that to be, I see why they gave me cyan, because that's a blue-green. which is fine. And then black and cream and white. I think this bleach, would I rather it be, yeah, I'd rather it be more of a mellow yellow, it's called. I like that better. And then for this one, I think I'll keep, oh yeah, I'll keep that one the bleach color because then that's closer to a white. So now when I look at, and we've got black, black, let's see if I want to change that black to something else. Oh no, definitely black. Okay. And the taupe, I like that color. I could play around with the other colors and see, but I think that one's as close to as possible. Okay, so now it says next. More customization options here in for the trim, etc. Okay. So now I want to go to my design layer and see if I can, oh, I can make it smaller. So I can drag it to the side. I could make, half on the front and half on the back. But what I was wanting to do is make it the size I like. And then just place them around. So now you can copy oh, I see, duplicate. But I think you can, oh, what is it telling me? It's giving me a red. Oh, it's saying that it's off the, I've selected too many yarn colors. Okay, so I need to go back to the yarn color again real quick and see. I don't know why it gave me so many then. Okay. Yarn colors. Max 4 yarn colors. So I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see. Which one do I want to get rid of? Definitely need the black, and I definitely need the cyan, and I need the bleach so it has the white of the eye. I like the mellow yellow because then that gives it that golden color that I originally had. So I think I'm going to get rid of the taupe and just say none and see what that looks like. That is very interesting. Okay, so instead of none, I'm going to go back and choose one of the colors that I've already chosen. Let's see maybe what mellow yellow looks like. That actually might look okay. Let's go back to the product. Yeah, I actually like that better than it being white. Because see how this part in here on top of the white eye is like the shading or shadow. And I want that to have some color. So that works out better than not at all. Now, another thing I want to do is change the color of the sweater because it matches the eye exactly. But we do have to stick within our 4 colors. So I might end up back at cyan. But I can choose black, which would ruin the contrast. I could choose white. I could choose the mellow yellow or cyan. This makes it a little bit more difficult. With print on demand, you can choose all the colors you want and you don't have to, be limited by color choices. So I'm not used to this. It's kind of fun, but also a challenge to choose what colors I would want. Like, let's say if I choose mellow yellow, and then I'm going to change the trim though to cyan or white or black. I think black trim. Let's see what that looks like. That's kind of cute. I might be the only person that wants it yellow, but I could sell them in different colors. Okay, so now I want to go to my layers and add, oh, not add a product. Normally you can just add another image. So I might not be able to do that. Let's see, this placement. Oh, okay, that's fine. Good. Okay, that's what I was trying to do. So what I want to do now is I could place these around on the sweater where I want them. And now I can choose what size they are based on the garment. Whereas when I create a pattern, it's going to fill the garment how it's already laid out. So I kind of love getting to do this sort of thing. Placing them on here myself. So I'm just going to duplicate. Duplicate. I'm saying duplicate to this placement. Oh, only 5 layers per placement. Okay, so then that might be where I run into an issue. Okay, let's make them a little bit bigger then. I want them to not get cut off. I love how I said a little bit bigger. Oh, some small would be cute, and then some big. I do like doing that too, making them different sizes. That's a little too. I don't know. I don't like that. Okay, so I am not loving this. Not loving my pattern here. Maybe I want to start again with a different size. Just going to X these out and then go here. And now I'm going to duplicate. Yeah, I like that better. And then I'll make one more. Okay, now I know I like really wild clothing. I don't know if you guys are tripping out if you would wear this, but I would wear this. And yeah, so that's sort of how I design, and then hope I find my people that like wild clothes too. Okay. This is cute. I like it so far. I would perfect this a lot more if I was on my own. And especially this is the first time I'm doing it. So I'm going to go to the front and say duplicate to the back. And now when I go to the back, I should have an eyeball ready to go. And I'm going to duplicate. We can look at how the pattern would look too, just to see. And because this limits us to only 5 layers, if you would want your pattern to have more elements, then you would want it to be. And now we can turn this around and see the back. This is a 360 view. So now we can see the back as we come around. and the front. I don't know. I might go back to cyan for the trim. Okay, so then I'm going to go to the sleeves, and I want to duplicate to the right sleeve so that when I get there, I've got an eyeball. And I think for this, I don't know, maybe do I want it? Might want to turn it. See what that looks like. No, looks like a feather when I turn it. I don't like that. Okay. So I'm going to make it smaller though, because I don't want it to be exactly like the front and back. Maybe just on the sleeve like that would be cute. I think I want it closer to the trim. Okay, and then I'm going to duplicate to the left sleeve, and hopefully that'll give me the same exact size. It does. Okay, so now I have a sleeve and a sleeve and the pattern on the shirt. I'm going to go back to yarn colors and see if I like the cyan better when I go to the product view. Oh, it did not. Oh, there it goes. It did not switch. Oh, I do kind of like the cyan better than the black. Black felt a little more graphic. The cyan feels a little more pretty. Yeah. And then there's the inside of your sweater. This is super fun. So now I've chosen all the things and I can go, it shows me the price that it starts at down here. And then I can go to mock-ups and make sure it looks good once it's on a person, if I still like it. Interesting that it gave me a variety of things that I didn't design. This one is the one that looks right. This was with it all the way big from the original. And then these ones have them just kind of mucked up. Interesting. So I'm thinking with these sweaters, it might be better to go with the pattern because this is the only mock-up that looks right, like my design. Okay, I'm going to save this to templates. Oh, they want us to design for each size. So basically you just go through each size and take a look. I see what they've done. Yep, we're definitely going to want to go with a pattern. That's why this got wonky. Okay, so the sweaters are a little bit different. They're definitely different than the other products. Because it started with my original, the way the art is originally, it put it that way across all the sizes, and then I would have to go in and finesse each size to have the pattern the way I want it. That's not a problem if that's how you want to do it, but we're going to try doing it with the pattern instead, since I'm kind of interested in a pattern. I also like the idea of it just being one big eye on the front or back or side or something. But let's X out of here. Okay, so I saved it as a template. I'm not going to add it to the store right now. And then it gives you the base price, which is $45 to $49. And that price is the price that you pay Printful to make it. And then you charge over that amount for the product. And make sure you wrap in shipping if you're going to include shipping for free. Or you can charge shipping, however you're going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go back to product catalog. That turned out wonky. First tries are always so fun. Okay, I'm going to go to women's clothing, back to knitwear, see if I have any questions. Okay. That's a lot of eyeballs. Okay. Yeah, I would wear it in cyan too. I think it's really cute in cyan. Okay, so let's go back and let's try the pattern because I feel like that's going to work out a lot better for this particular type of product. We're going to apply the pattern. It's going to give me only 4 colors for this pattern. Interesting. Okay. Then I'm going to make it small enough. Well, maybe big enough. I don't mind them big. I think they're kind of groovy big. Oh yeah, that's fun. They feel randomly placed. I like that. I like when they feel randomly placed. Okay. Now for our yarn colors, I can go back and put the mellow yellow for the base and the trim for the cyan. Cute. Okay. So then let's go back to the product and I'm going to go to the back. You have to remember to design all sides for full prints. Oh, it's not, I don't see it letting me. I'll change this. Eyeball 1. And I'm going to name it eyeball 1 because, or 1B, let's say, because it might not let me have the same file name. Because I might use the other eyeballs and make a whole series of eyeball sweaters. So now I'm going to take this and duplicate it to all placements. And then I'm going to go to the back and make sure I like how it's placed there. And I'm going to go to the sleeve. This is the right sleeve. I like that. And the left sleeve. Oh yeah, I'm glad we made a pattern too. It's always nice to try both. Sometimes you have to play around, especially when you're doing a brand new product that you haven't done before. Now we want to go to each design. And because I made this a little bit smaller, each size, I mean, not each design, I'm going to go, oh, I think what I'm going to do is go back to here and see the size that I made it. Okay, so it goes down. You can see this teal blue line. This goes down to the bottom of the sweater and it goes just above the top of the sweater. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other one. I'm going to go down to the bottom and just above the top. Oops. Okay. And I need to do the back as well. Like the back. Okay. The right sleeve, I think looks fine. The left sleeve looks odd to me, honestly. Okay, that looks a little bit better. All right, why is this saying exclamation point? I always like the pattern to show the best from the front, and then the back can have the sacrifices, you know, of it not being exactly how you might want it when it's a pattern. Okay, so now we've done that one. want it smaller. About there. That left sleeve is really bothering me. There we go. And we're just going to finesse each size of these as we go through. I've gotten into Zen quiet mode here. Sorry about that. Just making them all match as closely as possible. Okay. It seems like every time I change one of the sizes, something on one of the sizes, it gives me an alert for all of them. But this kind of Printful kind of does that, even though you've gone in and adjusted all the sizes. It sometimes says, hey, you didn't adjust the sizes, and you know you did. So I will usually, if that happens, I'll go through and just click through them. You could also leave your pattern as it shows up and not finesse it. But I really like to make sure it's going to be cute for everyone. That left sleeve is really the one that gives me, fits the way that it made the pattern. You can also download a file guide that lets you place the pattern on the sweater in the file guide, but you will likely still have to do some finessing once you get here. So I like to just upload the file and go with it on here. And we're almost done. A couple more. One more. Hopefully it's going to let us do this. And our mock-ups will look better than the other one. That would be good. Okay. All right. I like this. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. It's really fun. It's wild. It's bold. And our mock-ups look fantastic. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. So now we look like people. I probably would play with it a little more, but I really am liking it. It's very fun, very wild. It's something I would totally wear. So I'm going to say save to templates. And there we go. It's going to load here in a second. And then they always offer for you to add it to other things. They have a knitted t-shirt, a knitted pet sweater, a relaxed fit knitted crew neck sweater. Is this relaxed fit? This is classic fit. So they have a relaxed fit, a little bit baggier. That's kind of nice. I like a baggy sweater. A knitted cardigan, a women's straight bottom knitted sweater, and they have a knitted V-neck vest. So they have a lot of knitted products now, which is really fun. yeah, you could then place it on any of these, save the template, and add it to your store. So, oh my gosh, I love it. I'm so excited. I hope you guys love it too. Um, I can show you tomorrow how to upload it to your store, or I might switch to something else. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to see? Okay, I'm back. Very groovy, big eyes. Yes. I love just like, I don't know, wild prints, wild patterns. They make me so happy. Um, yes. So if anyone wants me to come back tomorrow to show you how to upload it to your store, let me know in the comments now. If not, I'll probably do something different tomorrow. Because I know not everybody is working on print on demand just yet, or it's like a future goal. So I like to share now, and then you can figure out what you're going to do with your newfound knowledge in the future. Oh, goodness. Well, thank you guys so much for playing along with me. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for being on live. I will see you tomorrow night. I'm having so much fun, and I really cannot wait to add a whole collection of sweaters to my boutique. I think they're going to be a really fun addition, and I think they'll sell well too. So, yay, fun stuff. Jill says, very nifty. Upload to store would be fun, though. Yes, it's a future goal. So I'm need to watch again anyway. Okay. Well, we'll do that at some point. Maybe not tomorrow. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Have a great night. Love you all. Mwah.